If you want the best dunk animations, layup animations, dribble pull-ups, all of the best scoring moves in NBA 2K26 so that you will never get stopped on offense, then you clicked on the right video. With the help of these scoring moves, you will never get blocked at the rim, create insane amounts of space with hop jumpers, and never miss a fade again. Before we get into the video, I'd appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let's get straight into the best scoring moves for 5'9" through 6'4" builds. So going ahead and getting into the best scoring moves for 5'9" through 6'4" builds. I'm not going to be going over the best jump shots for every height in this video because I actually have an entire video going over all of that in depth. So I recommend clicking the top right if you want the best jump shot for every height. But anyways, going ahead and getting into the best scoring moves. First up, we got go-to shot. You want to go with the Darius Garland on 6'4" or 5'9" through 6'4" guard builds. Darius Garland go-to shot is super shifty, super smooth. You're going to catch a lot of defenders off guard with this move. You only need an 84 midi or an 84 3 ball to get it. And if you are 5'9" through 6'4", you should very well have at least an 84 midi or an 84 3. If you do not have that for some reason, Jalen Green is a pretty good option as well. I like Jalen Green go-to shot. I used that last year on 2K25. Anthony Edwards is another decent option. Moving on to dribble pull-up, also known as the fade, which is basically taking over 2K26. The midi fades on the twos are insane. But for dribble pull-up, the best meta dribble pull-up is going to be Pro 2. It's really not even close. Everyone is really using Pro 2. I'm not going to lie, I was using Devin Booker. If I can find Devin Booker. Oh, here it is. It's at the top. Yeah, I was using Devin Booker dribble pull-up for a pretty long time, but I'm not gonna lie, Pro 2 is just so much better. You need to be using Pro 2 if you were under 6'10". When I go over the 6'5" through 6'9" heights as well, I'm gonna be giving y'all Pro 2 for taller guards as well. Yeah, Pro 2 fade, it's not even close. It's the best in the game. Moving on to spin jumper for 5'9" through 6'4" builds. You want to equip Kyrie Irving if you can get it. I'm surprised this animation isn't locked at starter 4. It's not. You can get it off rip. It's the best spin jumper in the game by far. Not even just for 5'9" through 6'4" builds, but in the entire game. This shot is like literally a free crab if you can do it right. And it's super easy to time. It's super smooth. Equip this move, you can get it. You do need an 88 midi or an 88 3 to get it though. If you can't get it, I would recommend putting on pro spin jumper. Moving on to hop jumper for 5'9" through 6'4" builds. You want to go with Devin Booker. Devin Booker hop jumper is super shifty. I mean, he's a very shifty, elusive player in the league, known for his insane scoring moves. And his hop jumper in 2K reflects that, and it has reflected that for many years. It has been one of the best hop jumpers in the game for many years. And it is staying like that in 2K26. I don't know. No, you need an 86 midi or an 86 3 to get Devin Booker hop jumper. So some of y'all might not be able to get that. If you cannot, I would recommend putting on normal 2 hop jumper. Normal 2 is a very good hop jumper. Now for the layups on 5'9" through 6'4" builds, this is what you want to go with. Austin Reeves normal layup, default swing, layup reverse, layup floater Jordan Poole, layup quick scoop Austin Reeves, layup euro step Jason Williams, layup hop step LaMelo Ball, layup spin default swing. Now if you can't get some of these, don't really worry about it. You can really just throw on default swing and be fine. Default swing is a very good stock layup animations. A lot of the stock animations aren't that bad actually. Default swing, very solid. You can survive with all default swing layups. That's actually what I have on my main guard because I don't have a super high layup on there. And if your build doesn't have a super high layup, you don't really have to worry about putting any layup animations on there, but they are nice to have. And all the animations right here are the best layups. That will not get blocked. Default swing included. The default swings that I put on, some of the default swing packages are the best in the game. So post fade, you want to go with Luka Doncic. Post hook, Joel Embiid, even though we're a guard and we're not going to be post hooking, it doesn't really matter. And then post hop shot, we have pro. Post go to shot, Jimmy Butler. And then motion style, Darius Garland. But yeah, that right there is all of these scoring moves for 5'9" through 6'4" builds. If you are on a taller guard and you cannot get these sigs, do not worry. I'm about to get into the best scoring moves for 6'5" through 6'9" guards. Moving on to the best scoring moves for 6'5" through 6'9" builds. First up, we got go-to shot. I recommend going with Jalen Green go-to shot for 6'5" through 6'9" builds. This is what I used in 2K25 and in 2K26. It is literally the exact same. You only need a 79 mid-range or a 79 3 to get it. And it is it's a really good move. It creates a lot of space, it's quick, and it's super easy to time, which is everything you really want in a go-to shot. I also really like Klay Thompson go-to shot. You only need an 82 midi or an 82 3 ball. Honestly, might like this better than Jalen Green, to be completely honest with you, because I feel like it's a lot smoother. I mean, we all know Klay Thompson's jump shot is absolute butter. Moving on to dribble pull up, just like 5'9" through 6'4" builds, you also want to go with Pro 2 on 6'5" through 6'9" builds. Pro 2 dribble pull up, aka the fade, best fade in the game by far. It is not even really close. It was the best in 2K25, and it is by far the best in 2K26. I mean, this fade is literally uncontestable for the most part. I mean, going left, going right, front fade is probably the best thing about it. I mean, everything about it, even back fade, literally everything about this fade is so good. Put on Pro 2 dribble pull up, you will not regret it. Spin jumper, I recommend going with normal. There are a lot of different NBA player options, and y'all could probably find one that y'all would like yourselves, but in my opinion, I feel like normal is the best option. I'm not gonna lie. Moving on to hop jumper, I recommend going with Harrison Barnes if you can get it. Harrison Barnes hop jumper honestly might be one of the most underrated moves in the game. I'm not even lying. I've been on this hop jumper since 2K23. That was one of the videos I made, was on the Harrison Barnes hop jumper. I love this hop jumper. It is so smooth, so easy to hit with. It creates so much space. If you cannot get Harrison Barnes though, because you do need an 85 midi or an 85-3 to get it, I would recommend going with a normal 2 hop jumper. You don't need any requirements at all. It is still super smooth. Go with normal 2 if you cannot get Harrison Barnes. Layup normal, just like 5'9" through 6'4" builds, you also want to go with Austin Reeves layup normal. Paul George is another really good layup package if you can't get Austin Reeves. You only need a 75 driving layup, and I feel like most guards should be able to get this. Maybe even most 6'5" through 6'9" like bigs, if you have like an ISO big or something like that, you should be able to get Paul George layup, and Paul George layup is very shifty. Bam Adebayo is also a sleeper option for layup normal on 6'5" through 6'9" builds. Moving on to layup reverse, I recommend going with default swing. Don't overthink it. You don't need to go with the NBA player option. Default swing has a very smooth layup reverse. If we take a look at all of our options, I mean, they're all like double clutch layup reverses. Like DeMar DeRozan has probably the best one that I've seen, but like Michael Jordan, he double clutches. Zach LaVine, he double clutches. Basically every single one double clutches. Default swing, straight to business. He doesn't double clutch. That's why I like default swing. Now moving on to floater for 6'5" through 6'9" builds, I recommend going with either Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo floater is really underrated this year. I mean, it is a really good animation. I've seen some crazy floaters go in with this Bam Adebayo floater. I've played against it myself. It is not fun at all to guard. Jimmy Butler is also really solid. This is better if you're a guard. If you can't get Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo is a perfect substitution. And honestly, like I said, they're tied. And the fact that the ratings gap is so huge and they're tied, in my opinion, I mean, that's kind of crazy to me. Layup quick scoop, I recommend going with Austin Reeves. That, in my opinion, is the best scoop package I could find. Layup Euro step, I would recommend going with Jason Williams. You get this really cool behind the back looking thing. I really like this animation. Layup hop step, I recommend going with LaMelo Ball. Really just get straight to the cup and finishes through contact. That's what you want in a layup hop step. If you can't get it, default swing is pretty much the exact same thing. Layup spin, I recommend going with default swing. There are a lot of different NBA player options, but in my opinion, default swing is the best option. Shout out default swing. I mean, there's some really good animations in the default swing package. You really could just rock all default swing if you wanted to, but you know, for the sake of the video, I'm going to be giving y'all the best animations. And default swing isn't the best for everything, but it is the best for some. Post fade, you want to go with Luka Doncic. Post hook, you want to go with Joel Embiid. Post hop shot, you want to go with Kobe Bryant. And then post go to shot, Jimmy Butler. And motion style, Jalen Suggs. Now that right there was the best scoring moves for 6'5" through 6'9" builds. Just to remind y'all, I am going to be going over the best dunk animations at the end of the video, because every single dunk animation I'm going to be going over can be for every single build. Instead of going over the best dunk animations for every single height, I'm just going to save it for the end of the video where I can go over every height at once. If y'all want the best jump shot for your height, I recommend going to my channel and looking for my best jump shots for every height video, because in that video, I of course give you the best jump shot for every single height. I go in a lot more detail in that video. Now getting into the best scoring moves for 6'10" through 7'3" builds, whether you're running guard or you're isoing on a 6'10" through 7'3" build, it doesn't matter. Even if you're spotting up, these scoring moves will work the best for you. So for go-to shot, you want to go with Kevin Durant if you can get it. That is a big if, because you need an 87 midi or an 87-3. Some of y'all might have that, and you can get Kevin Durant go-to shot. If you can, great, because this go-to shot is very glitchy. But if you can't, do not worry. There are some other really good options. Paolo Banchero is a very good go-to shot. 79 midi or 79-3 is a requirement. and it's pretty shifty. I'm not gonna lie. This is the best go-to shot other than Kevin Durant I've seen. It's very smooth. Moving on to dribble pull-up, aka fade. You want to go with normal 2. Normal 2 is a very solid fade that we can get on these taller builds. A very smooth fade. It's not hard to time at all. Now going to the, I believe it's the same side ball hand, is a little wonky at times. I believe it's same side ball hand. It might be opposite side ball hand. I can't really remember, but there is one side fading to. It can be a little weird at times, but for the most part, it is very smooth. Spin jumper, you want to go with normal. I was kind of tempted to say Dirk Nowitzki, but honestly, I think normal spin jumper is the best option. Moving on to hop jumper, I recommend going with normal 2. Kevin Durant hop jumper is pretty cool. In my opinion, I don't really think it's that consistent. I feel like it brings you back way too far. Sometimes you'll be trying to hop back to the 3-point line and it'll bring you back to the hash. You know, that's why I don't really like Kevin Durant. And Jokic also is a very solid hop jumper. But in my opinion, normal 2 is honestly one of the best hop jumpers in the game. I would go normal 2. Moving on to layup normal for 6'10" through 7'3" builds. I recommend going with Victor Wembanyama. This was kind of a hard choice because there are a lot of really good layup animations. I actually really like Ben Simmons layups, even though some of them are a little weird. Zion layups are underrated. Wemby was the best one I could find. I'm not gonna lie. Wemby, he's got like those like really like nice touch layups, which is really exactly what you want. So I recommend going with Wemby for layup normal. You only need a 70 driving layup to get it. Layup reverse, I recommend going with Zion Williamson. All of the other layup reverse options, they double clutch it. Zion, yeah, he slightly double clutches it, but he gets it up in the net so quickly that you don't even really realize. I highly recommend going with Zion layup reverse. This looks like a really good reverse layup. Layup floater, I highly recommend going with Bam Adebayo. I was talking about this for 6'5" through 6'9" builds. You can get this on 6'10" through 7'3" builds as well. Bam Adebayo floater is completely crazy. I mean, it is so quick. You only need a 76 driving layup to get it, and you can make some crazy stuff with this floater. Layup quick scoop, I recommend going with default big. There isn't really anything we can get here, I'm not gonna lie. Layup euro step, I again recommend going with Zion Williamson because this one, I mean, you can do this from like so far out and get just so quick to the rim. Layup hop step, I recommend going with Julius Randle. Julius Randle honestly has the best one. This one, honestly, it makes it look like you're searching for contact when heading to the rim. All of the other ones, they're a little bit slower. They're still searching for contact. I mean, that is what a hop step is. Layup spin, I also recommend going with Julius Randle. Julius Randle has some very solid layup animations. I mean, he's one of those 4s in the modern NBA that can really make you some very good shots in close, especially with his layup bag, and his layup package reflects that in NBA 2K. Post fade, I recommend going with Luka. It's kind of crazy we can get Luka post fade on a 6'10" through 7'3" build. But I mean, we won't complain. Put on Luka post fade. Post hook, I recommend going with Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is the best post hook in the game by far. Post hop shot, I recommend going with Dirk Nowitzki. You can also go with normal if you don't like Dirk. There are some people who don't like Dirk, but me personally, I feel like Dirk is very, very smooth. A very cool animation to put on. I would go with Dirk personally. Post go to shot, I would go with Hakeem Olajuwon. Mainly because I really want to get the dream shake. You do need a 70 post control, so I don't know if all of y'all are going to be able to get that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar post go-to shot might not be terrible either. The sky hook, his signature move. Kobe Bryant might not be bad. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm looking at all these. All of these look pretty good. Kevin Durant would be pretty good as well. All of these are not bad. We get Anthony Edwards on a 6'10" through 7'3". That's kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even think any of these would be bad options. Like, all of these look good. They all look like their own. They're all like good in a way. You know, they all have their different benefits. And then for motion style, I recommend going with Drew Eubanks. This was the best motion style for bigs last year. I doubt it would change that much. And that right there was the best scoring moves for 6'10" through 7'3" builds. Now, I am not gonna be going over the best jump shot for every single height and rating in this video, because I already have a whole separate video going over that in detail. And if you want the best jump shot for every height and rating, click the top right. That video is going to get y'all right. It's in a lot more detail as well. But what we are about to do, we're about to go ahead and get into the best dunk animations in NBA 2K26. And finally, getting into the best dunk animations in NBA 2K26 for every single build. Before we go ahead and get into it, I would really appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, because with these dunk animations, you are never gonna get blocked again. I'm not even joking. Every single one of these animations is extremely safe. And don't get me wrong, you're still gonna be dunking the ball with some crazy animations. They're not all just boring animations. They are the best animations, but they're also the safest. Now I'm only going to go over the dunks that you need to equip. If I skip over something, it is because you don't equip anything in that category. So for the first 3, Rim Grazer, Basic, and Athletic, you don't want to equip these. Hangs, same thing, especially for the 2-foot moving dunks. A lot of the 2-foot moving dunks aren't really that good, but for quick drop, you do want to equip quick drops off 2. For double clutch, you want to equip front clutches off 2. For tomahawk, for the 2-foot moving dunks, you don't want to equip anything. And then windmill and 360s, you also want to leave blank. Now for the city dunks, you want to make sure that you never equip any of these. I know they look really cool. Like, who doesn't want to do like under the leg 360s? But I'm telling you, if you equip these, they will get blocked. Like, I'm guaranteeing you, they will get blocked or they will rim out. They are not good dunks. They look really cool. So if you just want some dunks that like look really fire, then go ahead and put them on. But I'm warning you, they will get blocked. So you want to avoid these. And then for the contact dunks, you want to equip all of these if you have any. Any contact dunks you can get, you always want to equip. Once you pick those, you want to go ahead and hit R2, move on to the next page, which is the 1-foot moving dunks. The 1-foot moving dunks are really the best dunk animations in the game, to be honest, because 2-foot moving dunks, they're more basic dunk animations, but the 1-foot moving dunks, these are the explosive, really good animations. So again, I'm going to skip over anything I don't want you to equip. Rim Grazer, Basic, skip those. Athletic, you do want to equip athletic one-handers off 1 if you can get them. For the hangs, you want to skip this category. Quick drops, you want to equip quick drops off 1. Double clutch, you do want to equip front clutches if you can get it. You also want to equip side clutches off 1. Those are 2 very good dunk packages. For back scratcher, you do not want to equip this. Reverse, you want to equip baseline reverses off 1. And then if you are big, you want to do big baseline reverses off 1. For tomahawk dunks, you do need a lot of dunks to get these, okay? Now, if you're a big man, you do want to equip big man tomahawk dunks off 1. But I'm sure a lot of y'all watching are guard builds. Now, if you can get straight arm tomahawks, you want to equip these. It is very rare that y'all are going to be able to unlock this, so because you need a 95 driving dunk to get them. But this dunk package right here is completely overpowered. Like, it's literally like the LeBron dunks right here. This is what LeBron does with where he cocks back the ball and just yams it on people. That's what the straight arm tomahawks are. Cock back tomahawks, I don't really like these personally because I feel like you expose the ball to being blocked. Like, there are some really good animations in here, but there are also some that are really prone to getting blocked. So I would skip the cockback tomahawks. And then uber athletic tomahawks off 1. These ones I'm also split on. There are some really good dunk animations in here that are gonna like get you contact dunks, even though it's not a contact dunk package. But there are also some that are gonna get blocked. So for cockback and uber athletic, it's really your decision. There are some good ones, but there are also some really bad animations. Straight arm tomahawks, if you can get them, 100% equip them. Windmill, you do not want to equip anything here. And cradle dunks, you do want to equip. And then switcheroo dunks, these I'm kind of split on. There are some also, again, very good dunk animations in the switcheroos package. But there are also some pretty weird blockable animations, like unnecessary animations, if you will, where it's like, he'll go like under the basket and dunk it. Like I don't know. I would avoid switcheroos personally, but there are some good animations in there. City dunks, like I said, you want to skip the city dunks. These are very prone to getting blocked. Contact dunks, you want to equip any of these if you can get them. You do need a pretty high driving dunk if you want to get any of these though. Once you equipped all of the 1-foot moving dunks, you want to go ahead and hit the right trigger, move on to standing dunks. And for standing dunks, you literally want to equip like every single one if you can get them. Now, I'm on a 6'4" guard build showcasing these animations right now. I can't get any standing dunk animations, but if you can get any of them, equip all of them. Now moving on to signature dunks, there are quite a few signature dunks that you are going to want to equip if you can get them. Keep in mind, not all builds are going to equip every single animation I'm going to go over. All the animations I'm going to go over is for every single height and every single build. So listen closely and pay attention because depending on your build, I'm going to go over quite a few animations. If you can get Giannis Antetokounmpo signature dunks, you want to equip these. If you can get Anthony Edwards signature dunks, you also want to equip these. You want to equip Michael Jordan if you can get it. You also want to equip Shaquille O'Neal. You also want to equip Ben Simmons. Amen Thompson isn't a bad signature dunk package, but there are some flashy animations in here, so do with that as you will. You want to equip the LeBron James dunk package if you can get it. This is really a must equip. There are some really good animations in here. You also want to equip the Scottie Pippen dunk package. There are some really good limitless takeoff dunk animations from this package. You also want to equip Klay Thompson dunks. This has some of the safest dunk animations in the entire game. You also want to equip De'Aaron Fox. dunk animations. And finally, you want to equip Russell Westbrook signature dunks. A lot of people surprisingly do not like Russell Westbrook signature dunks, but in my opinion, I feel like there is no other package like Russell Westbrook dunks. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the dunk animations. Make sure you equip every single animation that I talked about, and don't equip any of the animations I didn't talk about or I skipped over. Because if you even equip like one bad dunk package, you put yourself at risk at getting blocked, which is something you do not want. And finally, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the best dunk meters on NBA 2K26, because if you want to make your meter dunks, you of course need a good dunk meter. Now, first up, we got the curve dunk meter. We're gonna go over multiple because there are a lot of good dunk meters. You know, last year in 2K25, there actually weren't a lot of good dunk meters, but this year, I mean, just scrolling through the list, there's a lot more options. Now, in my opinion, the best dunk meter is the curve dunk meter. Now, of course, it is the default one, so you don't have to change anything if you don't want to, but I feel like some of y'all might have got on the game and immediately changed your dunk meter. Listen, do not overthink it. The curve dunk meter, in my opinion, is the best one in the game. If for some reason y'all do not like it though, the Fang dunk meter is another really good option, along with the Comet dunk meter. All three of those are viable options. You can really swap them out. But like I said, in my opinion, I'm going to be using the curve dunk meter. Now, if y'all want me to make a video going over the best dribble animations, the fastest dribble moves in NBA 2K26, so that y'all can break ankles and completely speed boost all over the court, then go ahead and get this video to 500 likes. If we can get 500 likes on this video, the second we get 500 likes, I will drop a best dribble moves video. But in the meantime, if you play guard and you want to shoot the absolute best possible, for context, on my guard build, all of these games were played on guard, by the way, I shoot 65% from the 3 and 70% from the field goal. And if you want to shoot just like that on your guard build, then go ahead and click the video on screen. In that video, I go over all the secrets I use, the best jump shot for guards, and everything that you need to know to be an elite shooter on NBA 2K26. Trust me, by the end of that video, you will be an elite shooter.